Hi guys, welcome back to another story time. So, I know I've been very late, but I've been very stressed, but I've been very busy with exams and just overall, yeah, I just couldn't. And I have an exam tomorrow, but the thing is, my mind cannot focus right now, so I feel like after making this video, after making a story time, I'll be able to better focus. And on that note, it's winter finally. And if you have known me in person and if you have known me for longer, you know that I'm not a winter person. I don't like winter. Look at my face. My face is the proof that winter is not my thing. I've been breaking out, my skin is very dry and scorched, and whatever it is, like everything, all the worst skin issues, I'm facing it right now. But I'm here to deliver another story time, so you better wish me luck for my exam, and you better be thankful and watch this till the end. And if you are someone new here, hi, welcome to my channel. I'm Tino and I do story time. And today's story, it took place in second semester when I was second semester of college. So this story is gonna be a little bit dramatic, not dramatic, but it's just a story, and it's not just a story. It's very important. It's very important for you to remember and be aware of that kind of people. And disclaimer, this is a key piece of information that you need to know about me, is that I hate religious people. I hate Christians. Not every Christian, but most, because I grew up and I am growing up and I will be living in a Christian society. And if you're gonna feel offended, and if you feel offended, and if you are feeling offended, get the fuck out of here. Nikal jao, bhanchod. So, on that note, let's begin our story. And I'll be doing my skincare and makeup as well, full face makeup. And it's been so long that I have not done makeup. It's been 1 month that I've not been drinking and I've not been doing makeup. So maybe I'm, getting some kind of character development here. But let's just do a makeup. No, let's just forget skincare. Let's just straight away start with the makeup. And yeah, so first and foremost, I'm using this Fenty Beauty primer. So let's get in with the primer to prime our skin. So second semester, I've talked about this in my story time, like on a different story about different people. But this story time, but today's story, like it happened in second semester, and a lot was going on first, second, third semester till third semester. A lot was going on in my life. I was moving in, I was getting kicked out, and I was having all these problems. And to add to that problem, this is not a problem. This was not a problem. This is just an experience. This is just not experience. This is just an incident that took place. So, I don't know. I don't know, because most of the people that I hang out with, they get offended. Because most of them are from, Christian background, and most of them goes to church, and most of them thinks that, being myself, me expressing myself, me being gay is very, it's such a criminal offense, or, it's just too much for them. So they are my friends, but they keep advising me, you can change, why don't you start liking girls? And mind you, they are educated people. Not educated, I cannot say educated people. They are literate people. They are going to college, exposure, all these things, embracing different things. It's all about your mentality. It's all about your intelligence. It's scientifically proven. So I have this kind of people in my life, and the problem with me is I cannot cut people off. So that's the problem that I have, that I cannot cut people off. But there are people, I'm not saying that they are bad, or I'm not saying that they are wrong in telling me about their Christian values and all that. I respect Christianity as a religion. I respect, religions, all sorts of religion, but just don't force it on me, because I'm not forcing my beliefs upon you. I might be saying that, you should you should try to think it differently. Or if I have some problem with you, I would, maybe I would say it out if it really concerns me, and if it's just the situation, according to the situation. But if that's not so, like, I would have just keep my mouth shut. I would not say anything. You believe in whatever you want to believe. You want to go to temple, you go to temple. You want to go to church, you go to church. Just don't come to me saying that you are living such an unholy, sinful life because you don't go to church, because I don't go to church, because I don't believe in your God. So that's one thing that you should, like, that's just a very simple thing, a very, educated thing to do. But these people in my life, they want me to believe what they believe. They want to force it upon me. They want to, not only that they want to force it upon me. The worst thing is, they are shaming me for my sexuality, for my preference. What's a big deal about liking the same gender? What's a big deal about liking a guy? What's the big deal? If I'm going to hell for liking a guy, let me go to hell. You just keep your mouth shut. I know you will say that because I care about you. Preach the gospel, Love your neighbors, preach the gospel, but that doesn't mean you get to force someone. Mind that, clock that. So, but my problem is that, okay, you tell me all that bullshit, you tell me about all these things, that I'm living such a sinful life, that I'm not going to heaven, and God loves me and He wants me to come to His kingdom. Okay, I get it. But you telling me this and you going on a different path, these kind of people, they think that their sins are smaller, and my sin, me liking a guy, the same gender, it's so much bigger that all their generational sins are much bigger than me just liking a guy in peace. So that's the problem I have. So you just talk about gay people, or you just talk about homosexuality, people will turn against you. So that's the problem. And one other problem that I have is, just my friends in general, and these people that I have around me. There's this girl I talk about that. I think I talked about that in my story time, that things that I don't like about my friends. Because when someone introduces me, or when someone just when my friend introduces me, or when someone acknowledges me as the gay guy. So I have no, I'm proud to be gay, and I accept myself that way, and I am vocal about that. But the thing is, when someone, usually my friends, the straight girls, when they introduce me to their boyfriends or to their friends in general, they say that, meet my gay friend, he's gay. Just trying to play it cool, trying to play it like, just trying to play safe around the boyfriend. Like, I don't have any interest in fucking you. I don't have any interest in your pussy. Or I just don't have I just don't have any interest in you. But they put me off as that. Meet my gay friend. They reduces my capabilities, my, everything about me to being gay. I'm not just your gay friend. I am a human being first. I don't go on and introduce you as, meet my straight friend. I don't reduce your existence to just being straight. So that's the problem that I have. I am gay. Okay, I accept that. Please just get this clear. But when someone introduces, or when you guys, some people, after watching my YouTube videos, you send me sweet messages, but there is this problem that I have, that you are my favorite gay YouTube content creator. I can just be your favorite YouTuber or favorite content creator. Just don't label me, not label, but just don't reduce me to being gay, because I am so much more than gay. I'm a human being first, and second of all, to my friends, to that friend, if you're watching this, bitch, I am so much better than you. Watch your grades and then come and introduce me as your gay friend. I don't know why I'm still friends with her, but yeah, anyway. So, okay. Wait, I have lost the trajectory of this story. So that's the problem I have with religious people. So yeah, they do so much worse. Like their lifestyle, their everything is, not everyone, but generally, I'm generalizing everyone. So their lifestyle is so much worse than me just being gay, but they, and they play it off, so they play it cool, so cool in social media, on social media. So yeah, this incident took place in when I was in second semester. So second semester, I was getting to know people, and uh, I was getting to know more people. I was coming out of my bubble. I already came out of my bubble, halfway first semester. But I was just getting to know more people in colleges, and just my friends introducing me to this group of friends, and just my cousins introducing me to their group of friends. And yeah, I think I had somewhat of a glow up. So I was just getting to know more people in general. And then wait, I can't multitask. Let me just blend this shit first. And then that's when I started going to Amigos frequently, second semester. So I was just going, drinking, chilling with my friends, all the girlfriends, we will gather, we will talk, we will just play music, and then we would just chill around. And that was when I was developing this major interest on drinking. My habit of drinking was getting a lot, बहुत हो रहा था drinking. So that time, there was this cousin of mine who was visiting Shillong. I was just in a very dark space of my life at that time. Not very dark, but just very stressed man character vibes and all that bullshit. So my cousin was in Shillong, and my cousin called me that we are drinking at this place, at my friend's place, because my cousin had a friend in Shillong who lives in Rinja. So my cousin called me to come and join, drinking, my cousin told me that there are some these girls who would really who you would make really good friends with, and then there are free drinks, booze and all that bullshit. So I was like, okay, let me come, I can meet my cousin, and I can also, because if I go and meet my cousin, I will obviously get money, and also I can get free drinks and make new friends, and I was so excited to make new friends, to know more people. I was just very excited. So I told my roommate that I'll be going out and I'll be sleeping over at my cousin's my cousin's friend's place. So I went, I booked Rapido and I went to that place. And I thought at that time my cousin will come and pick me. So this is the character that we are talking about this story time. So let's name that character J, not J. Let's name that character P. So this, out of nowhere, my cousin was not inside, my cousin was not there at the pickup location, but that P was there. So I was like, the P and one other girl accompanied the P, and they were there. So I was like, okay. I called my cousin, are you not here? Because I know P. Not that we are mutuals, we are friends, or just our friends are friends. Not because of that, but P is a very big content creator on Instagram from Nagaland. I have been bullshitting about this Nagaland. People might actually come for me, but I don't give a fuck. So this P came with this girl. So P, mind you, P is a content creator, big content creator, influencer on Instagram, and many people knows P. So P was there at that time, and I called my cousin why are you not here? Why is P here? And my cousin was like, I'm very tipsy and I don't want to walk, so I just sent P and that girl, so you just come with them. So I think it was about 5 minutes walk from that building, from that apartment, and the pickup location. So I went with P, and then P was trying to have a conversation with me, and I was also just being nice, meeting people for the first time in person. And then I was also being very nice to that girl. We were talking, and then we arrived at that place, and the place was, mind you, the place was buzzing with music, the friends, those girls, those guys were already drunk. They were dancing. The kitchen was filled with cigarette butts. There were so many. There were two sacks full of empty beer cans, and the people was just having a good time. I suppose they were having a good time, and they were dancing. And then the house owner the house owner came up to me and was like telling me, oh, you are his cousin. Yeah, if you are his cousin, then you are also my cousin. We bros and all that bullshit. And these people were all straight girls and guys. So but P is a little sketchy, so keep that in mind. So the house owner was just being very welcoming to me. He was being very good to me. He was like, you eat whatever you want. Do you want me to order this for you? You drink whatever you want and all that. And then I talked with my cousin and was like, well, when are you going back? Oh, kese yaha na hua and all that, because it was a very sudden plan. It was a very sudden, plan. And then he called me and all that bullshit. So we were just talking, and then P was, I think, so let's get into P's character. So P was very, I think he was already friends with those people. So he was, trying to make like jokes, but the jokes were very, I don't know, if those jokes were targeted towards a girl, it would be, very uncomfortable, but the jokes were targeted to those guys, to those guys. But the jokes were not funny for me, at least. Like, it was very sexual. It was very, it was very improper. I get it that they are drunk and tipsy and all that, but the jokes were not very, pleasant to hear, to listen to. Like, it was not good. And then the other guys were also laughing, and I was feeling very out of place and all that. So I was just laughing and then sitting in a corner, holding a beer, just main character vibes. But yeah, I was also drinking. I was also, just trying to have a good time because I was very sober. And if I'm very sober, I cannot be funny. I cannot be funny at all. I don't want to laugh at your jokes, and I might just punch you on the face, bitch. So, yeah, I was very sober, and they were laughing unnecessarily, irritating me. Hi hi ha ha. मुझे ये सब नहीं पसंद. When I am not drunk, if I'm not participating in that joke, you cannot joke around me. Selfish? Yes, whatever. Fuck you. So, yes, that was the whole scenario, and everyone was drunk. So this story will take a quick shift. I just had that very conversation with P. Only that conversation, okay, mind you, only the conversation where that girl and where the girl and P picked me up. There was the only conversation, and most of the girls, there were four girls, around 4 to 5 girls. They were already drunk and passed out, and then some of them were kind of having romance with romance. So some of them were having romance and all that thing with the other guys. So, and the good thing was everyone out there, all of them were like couples, straight and all that, but they were very accepting, because I was wearing a full face makeup and all that, but they were like, oh, like this, not like this, but they did not make me feel out of place. Like, are you gay? Do you have a boyfriend, bitch? And why are you wearing makeup and all that bullshit? They were very nice. So it was getting late, so I told my cousin, I don't know if I can get any. I told my roommate that I might not come, like I wouldn't be coming tonight. But I was also looking at the situation. I was not feeling very comfortable, and I was not enjoying, and I was not getting drunk as well. So I told my cousin that I don't know. I think I might have to go back. I have this assignment due tomorrow and all that bullshit. And my cousin was like, no, you just stay here for tonight. It's late. You won't get Rapido. And the Rapido, when I checked in, it was around 300 rupees, and I did not have that much money to go back. I only had around 200 rupees, and then that was sufficient because the month was ending and all that. But yeah. So I was in a tight spot, let's say. So yeah, I couldn't, like, I so my cousin talked me out that I should be staying back. So I did stay back. And they were all very drunk. I'm saying they were all very drunk, but they were getting drunker and drunker. I don't know. Is there a superlative degree for being so drunk? Drunkest? I don't know, but yeah, they were getting more drunker. No, no, no. They were getting more and more drunk. Most drunk. Drunkest. I don't know what the fuck, but yeah. So yeah, everyone was getting more and more drunk, and I was just sitting there, still holding that can of beer, and watching them laughing, just smiling at their, very boring, very dry joke. Not dry, but it was like funny for them. But yeah, I was just, checking my phone, checking Pinterest, just trying to act like I can also be cool. I'm also an adult. I was just trying, because every one of them were adults. So, like, out of nowhere, they were starting, not out of nowhere. So, I was out of nowhere, not them. So, I was starting to feel hungry. Huh? I started to felt hungry. I was, feeling hungry because I did not eat anything. And then the things that they were ordering and eating were, KFC, chicken, KFC chicken, KFC's. KFC plural. They were eating, like, they ordered KFC and all, Burger King and all that. And I don't eat that, mind you. I am a very tribal person. I'm a very tribal person. I don't enjoy all those fast foods. I don't like KFC, burger, and all that. Like, I prefer eating bamboo shoot with pork, or I just like eating plain things. So I was getting very hungry, and I did not like the smell. And then there were like smell of cigarettes everywhere in all the rooms. So I asked the owner, like, if I can cook something for myself. And they were like, "Oh, we are also hungry. You please cook for us as well." Okay, it's their house, it's his house, but I just asked for myself. I cannot be doing free labor for you as well, bitch. So, yeah. So I was like, okay, because when I meet new people, I'm very nice. I'm very nice at first when I meet you. But, as time goes by and I get to know more about you, there forms a very kind of passive aggression towards you. I will keep in mind the little details that you will do, and I wouldn't say it out. I would just keep it on my sleeve, and then I would let it pen up, and when I couldn't take it anymore, you know what happened next? It's not nice. If you don't get beaten, don't dance over my head. Just that. People underestimate me. There was this guy on my comment section. And I know he's probably from Dimapur because he's, language and all that. And then the way he commented, the way he was using the English and all that. I know that he's from Dimapur, Nagaland. So this guy commented that, "This gay bitch, if I see you on the street, I'll beat you, I'll punch you." Guy, boy, try me. Because people underestimate me, thinking that since I'm very sissy, I'm very girly, I cannot beat you. I cannot fight you. But I will fight you. I can fight you. I don't care if I get beaten or not. The least I care about is I'll give you the same amount of punch that you give me, or I'll make your life worse. So that's it. So where was I? So yeah, they told me to cook, and I was like, okay, fine. I was being nice, since I am the guest. That was not my house. But I have a very bad habit that, I feel like, so this guy that I'm dating right now, he keeps telling me that the world does not revolve around you. But the world does revolve around me, according to me. So, wherever I am, I need to be in control. I think that's why the comment section were right. There was this person, when I made that influencer story time, there was this person who commented that this kid does not learn how to take advice. I wouldn't take a piece of advice, piece of information from you, because I listen to myself and I know what I am doing. So you just shut the fuck up. Just see, this is the proof that I cannot take advice. But I cannot take advice. if you are not someone that I like. That makes me very self-centered. Yeah, and then I think I'm very self-centered. I have to work on that, on all bullshit. But right now, I cannot take any piece of information or any piece of advice from someone that I don't validate, someone that I don't I don't respect. Or just, I know what's going on in my life, and I know how to figure it out, and I know what to do. So just don't waste your breath, or just don't waste your time typing things for me to change. So yeah, whatever that is. So yeah, so the bad thing about me is that I feel like, and I yeah I feel like, and not I feel like, I'll work towards things that I have to be in control every time. I have to be in control of things. If things are not in my control, I just don't like it. I have to back out, or I just have to find a way to keep things under my control. So anyway, I'm just been blabbering about myself, but yeah. So I started cooking for them, and then I finished cooking. And the moment I started cooking, and by the way, I'm a very good cook. So yeah, but the thing is, the problem is, whenever I'm cooking, in the process of cooking, I stop feeling hungry. With all the smells and everything, I can't eat anymore after everything is done. So I was not feeling that hungry after cooking, and they started eating, and they said, like, the house owner was like, "Wow, your cooking is so amazing, so good," and all that. Yes, I know that, but yeah. So they were complimenting me, and after eating, they started drinking more. And I was like, I'm very sleepy, but I cannot sleep because there was no space to sleep. Everywhere they were drinking, they were dancing. Those girls were already so drunk, some were crying, and all that. So, but I think by 1 a.m., midnight, they stopped drinking, and then some of them, I think 3 of them, 2 girls and 1 guy, they decided to go out for a ride. And they were already so drunk, so I cannot take the risk to go on a car ride with them. And moreover, it's Shillong, so it's very dangerous. So I was just staying there. My cousin brother was already, very drunk, and he was already sleeping. So when everyone was asleep, this P, he was still not asleep. He was still awake. That fucking ugly bitch. And he came to me and was like, "So what do you study?" and all that. Just normal conversation. And I have, there was like age gap, so I have some kind of respect for them. And since he's talking about my degree and all that, I was being very respectful, while having the conversation. I was like, I study philosophy, I like philosophy and all that bullshit. Every time someone meets me and asks me what my major is, I become so excited to tell them that I'm studying philosophy. So we were having all this conversation, and out of nowhere, wait, okay, let me put on my lip liner. Where is my mascara? Wait, okay, guys, wait. I cannot. Okay, so excuse the lighting, and I did the rest of the thing off camera. So coming back to that thing. Okay, so yeah. So we were just having this conversation and all that thing, and then I was being very nice because there was a very sincere conversation. I like talking about my major, philosophy, and all of that. So I was just having that conversation, and out of nowhere, this P asked me, "Do you have a boyfriend?" And I said, "Yeah, I do have a boyfriend." Because at that time I was dating that joy bitch. So, and I am a very committed person when I date someone. I don't expect my partner to cheat, or I don't cheat. And every time they do the exact opposite of what I tell them to do. When I was dating Joy, I told him not to cheat on me, and he did. Not only with one person, with 9 people. So but at the time I did not find out, or I did not know about all of these things. So I was just being, very straightforward about it, and I, had no intention. I had no idea about what P intention was. And then P started saying that, "Okay, but even though you have a boyfriend, let's have sex." I have a pack of condom in my wallet. So I was like, no, I cannot do that. And moreover, mind you, P was so fucking ugly. I'm not saying that because I have pretty privilege and all that, but he was just not my type at all. And the thing is, I hate guys and I hate gays that dance, you know? And then P is one of that kind of gay people who dances on Instagram, not dances, but talks a lot. So in a relationship, I expect myself to talk. I have to be the one who talks, not the other way around. So just everything about, you know, the way, from the way P dresses, the way he talks, you know. And I just cannot stand, you know, because in gay you have to remember, because people keep thinking that, you know, if because I'm gay, people keep thinking that, you know, some people keep thinking that I'll date someone who is very girly and feminine as well. But no, I don't like, you know, I think there is a little bit of internal homophobia in that, but yeah, I just don't like CC guys. I just don't like, means like for dating preferences. I cannot. I just hate it. And then this P was very, you know, I think more feminine than me, I guess. And then, see, the contrast here is this P talks about Bible, talks about God, the amazing grace of God, but just so you know, I'm giving you the context. So what happened? So I was like, no, I cannot have sex with you, and you are, first of all, you are not my type. Second of all, you know, you have a girlfriend. You are just so disgusting. Because at the time P had a girlfriend. So, you know, giving you the context, girly girlfriend, and still, you know, asking me, and I said no, and then he was like telling me again and again, it's okay, it's okay, it's okay, and I was like, no, no, no. So I had no other option but to wake my cousin brother up. So I went and I waked my cousin brother up. Yeah, I'm feeling very uncomfortable, and then, you know, your friend is doing these things to me. He's telling me all these inappropriate things, and my friend went and talked to that person. I don't know if he did talk, but my cousin came back to me and told me that, you know, I understand he's like that. You know, the other day when we were hanging out together, he asked me if he can suck my dick and he will pay me. So this P biblical bitch asked my cousin if he can suck my cousin's dick and he will pay my cousin. Just imagine, they were friends, but just imagine. So let me tell you, P is not only dating a girl, but can do bottom, can do top. And I hate, you know, people, the LGBTQ community is gonna hate me for this, but I just have, because I am a bottom, and, you know, I just want my top to be topped. I cannot date a top who let other guys fuck him. That is just so disgusting. You know, maybe I'm very closeted minded with all that thing. Maybe I am the unintelligent person here. But yeah, that is the whole case scenario. So even my cousin told me about that incident, and then he was telling me just to ignore it. So I just ignored it. And the next morning I woke up, you know, I just told my cousin brother that I have to leave. I just have this assignment and all that. And I left, and I was, you know, very disturbed by everything. The Rapido and all that. And I reached Fire Brigade, and I have to cross the road. And when I was crossing the road, you know, I was just so disturbed. And there is this, you know, one of the worst thing I had about adulting, and I hate doing, is crossing the road. Because I'm just so scared. I would just get so embarrassed, you know. The thought that once I get into an accident, you know, I'm not scared that I got into an accident. I'm just so embarrassed. Like, I'll just be so embarrassed that I got into an accident. People will be watching me, you know. People will say that I got into an accident. And worse, if someone shows me sympathy, and, you know, I just hate crossing the road. So I was trying to cross the road, and I thought when the street was clear and I was walking this, you know, this scooty came and it was like, Chang! It stopped near me, and I almost got hit. And then the driver was like, Banchot, what are you doing? Are you a guy or a girl? And I was like, Bhaiya, I'm a guy, I'm just putting makeup on. And I was like, I apologize, and I went home. So after that incident, you know, after some weeks, the house owner, that house owner, you know, he was like, bro, I'm at this glass house in PB. So and then I'm alone drinking. So can you please bring some of your girlfriends? Because I think business. So, and I don't like that when guys take me for that. Trading my girlfriends for and all that. And I was like, just can you just please come and accompany me and please bring some of your friends? And I was like, I don't think my girlfriends will and at this hour it's late, so I don't think my girlfriends will like to come. I was protecting my girls. So he was like, okay, then just bring any friend of yours. So I took my roommate with me. So my roommate and I got ready and we went to Glass House. And the moment we went to Glass House, that P bitch was there. This P is so fucking ugly. And then still talks about Bible and all that in Instagram. So I brought my friend, and my friend and I, my friend doesn't drink much. So I was just drinking, we were talking, and then the house owner, he's a very, interactive person. And he was like, since he met my roommate for the first time, he was like, let me treat you like something more special. So the house owner took my friend, and they were, I think buying him some mocktail or cocktail or whatever that thing is. So P started crying in front of me, saying that he have liked that house owner, and they are friends for like, I don't know, more than I don't know how many years. But he started crying and telling me that I like him so much, I have liked him for all these years. I have done what this and what not for him, and he is treating your roommate like he is giving more importance to your roommate. And since he was crying, I was like, it's okay, bitch, like, don't worry, like, I don't think he's taking it that way. But he couldn't stop crying, so I went and I told my roommate that I think you should just come here and sit with me, because P, I think he likes that guy, but he had a girlfriend, bitch. So he kept on crying and all that bullshit. So my friend and I, we just thought, I think that it's time for us to leave. You guys just stay together. And the house owner was like, no, let's live together. So we all, after I think an hour or two, we decided to leave. And then P, he got so drunk that he couldn't go back home. And then the house owner had some work, so he had to leave before us. So we took a taxi and we decided to drop P out of formalities. And P was like, I was sitting in the front because I don't want to be I don't want to be near that bitch. So I was like, I'll sit in the front. So my roommate was taking care of P in the behind, in the back. So P was like, I was watching from the mirror, the rear view mirror. Yeah, I was watching, and then P was like constantly, his head was on my roommate's, what do we call that? This shoulder again and again, and he was like, I'm so drunk. Like, bitch, get a hold of yourself. We don't care if you're drunk or not. So we finally reached his place, and then we decided to drop him to his place, to his designated place. So when we reached his place, because I wanted to pee, I went to the bathroom, and then I left my roommate and P alone in P's room. So when I came back, P was trying to, sexually harass my roommate, trying to pull his shirt, touching him inappropriately. And I pulled my roommate back, and then we decided to leave. And that's the last conversation I had with P. And that is so disgusting. So this whole thing, when someone says no, you should get that it's a no, that they are not interested in you, bitch. Get that shit inside your head. So you cannot force someone. If we were girls, like if it was in case it was a girl, people dismisses all these issues, all these cases. Since you are a guy, you are gay. They reduces everything that being gay itself is enough. Like it's enough a criminal. It's enough of a criminal thing. So there is no justice that should be done to you if you get sexually harassed, if you get sexually molested. You are asking for it. I mean, I understand. Even most of the rape cases, people put it off that why is the girl wearing that kind of dress and all that, and in that same way. And when all this sexual harassment happens to a guy, or worse, if you are gay, they just dismisses the issue. So that is the whole thing. So not in a way, I have to say that this P was sexually harassing all these people like over the years, and I don't know how many people he has harassed or sexually all these things abused. But yeah, that was very disgusting. And then the worst problem I have with that is this person goes on Instagram, talk about God. I don't know if the close friends are aware of that or not, but people support this person, saying that, oh my goodness, if I don't believe in something, I don't do it. I don't preach about it. I am not someone to, I cannot live a double standard life. But if you are this kind of, like, if you are that, why, go on a platform, and mislead people? I just hate it so much. So that's the story time. And if you have any people around like this, around you like this, beware, be careful, because that shit is disgusting. And I just hate that kind of people. I just hate it. And on a note, I might be very, I might not be, like you said, I might not be that kind of person to take advice, but I have my morals and my values. Many people think that since I'm on Instagram, I'm on Instagram, I'm not a big person on Instagram, or just even before starting my YouTube, since I put makeup on, people assume that this person must be hoeing around, this person must be, and all that. I love makeup, that's why I do makeup, and I'm a very nice person. If you follow me, I will follow you back. I don't have any other intention of getting along with you, or I just don't have the energy. If I like someone, I like their intellectual capacity, I like how they present themselves or how they are. I just have no interest. So people keep assuming that just because I'm gay and just because I put on makeup, so you better be like aware and beware of your surroundings. And just don't come at people just because their outer appearance and all that. Don't judge a book by its cover. I am living my life the way I want to, and I want to stay truthful to myself and to my audience. So this is a story time that you have all been asking for. And please understand me also, because in order to come up with all these things, I first have to look in the situation, and that only that I can come up with another story. Thank you so much for watching, and please like and subscribe and make me famous real fast. Bye.